Hi guys, it's Loni with my guides here. So we have a message for today, or they have a message for today. Um, they come through and they send uh, me a word that I'm supposed to have it as the focus for the conversation today. And then they want me to pull a card, and then we talk about it more. I listen to what my guides and angels and spirits have to say about that specific word that they're trying to share. So today, they came to me with the word credence. And I just turned on CCR. And when I heard that, I was like, I I don't use that word. I'm not 100% sure the true meaning of it. I've said Credence Clearwater Revival, but I usually say CCR, and it's an okay band. I do like 70s rock, but not that's not one of my favorites. Anyway, so when they said Credence, I was like, interesting. So I'm going to turn CCR off here. So maybe you can hear me better. But so credence is like a true belief in something. It's like you're not waffling on whatever it is you're talking about. It's like you're in your heart and soul, like believing that is true. So, and it made me think of, and it's funny, I love the guides, I love spirit, because they're so on target, and I couldn't have made this up. I could have come up with that word. I mean, of course I could have come up with that word, but anyway, it's not something I usually use, and it's funny that it falls on the day after a conversation I had with a friend about knowing if you're hearing things or feeling things, like intuition. That comes from your sacral chakra. Knowing things is a lot from your heart. If that is not just your mind chatter, your monkey brain, whatever you want to call it, or if it is actually guidance from the guides, if it is a true message that you should listen to. And what we had talked about in that conversation was that it's not something that you would come up with on your own. Like it came out of left field. Like, what? So my guides are like that a lot. Like they'll tell me things of like, whoa. Like the transmission about the the message yesterday, and that attainment, and that was not anything that I would have thought of, but anyway, so that's what we were talking about, was like it is like a knowing that this is not something. This is not what I would have came up with. I would have not come up with the word credence, right? So when you hear things, then believing that is something beyond yourself, that is your higher self, your guides, your angels talking to you. When you know it in your heart, like I know it. I knew my path is a spiritual path, from being really small. I know what I believe in is true. Or for me, it's true for me. That's what's important, is like not judging anybody else and make sure it's true for you. But credence is like a true belief in that. So yes, I know that these messages are true because sometimes they are very interesting. So I'm going to see what the guides have to say about the word credence today. I'm going to use my Milo Farm cards, which are the oracle cards made for the land that I live on. And also the land will come in and give a message too sometimes. So like this card is popping up. And that's something too, when you are pulling cards, it's almost like a belief too, like a knowing, like, oh, it's this one. It's this one. Like that's kind of the credence of pulling oracle cards. So the card I've got here is willow tree and blooming. And there's a willow tree just about 100 feet outside of this window here. And this was in the springtime, apparently. Interesting. So the numerology number is 46, which, you add the two together and that's 10, and 10 is 1. So we have another 1 numerology number, which it's, I like the commonality of the 1, meaning powerful and strong and independent and unity and all are one, because it's kind of like a confirmation that the messages are right on, that this is, again, it's the credence of the messages of the guides, so that falls with that as well. The willow tree. So when I look at the card, I'm an intuitive card reader, and I don't, like with my tarot cards, I don't read the little booklet. Well, sometimes I do for the fun, but usually I just go to and hear what spirit has to say about it. And how I look into it and I see things, like, and feel things, and I hear things, and the things that need to be said about the reader or about the message or the day. So so what the land is saying in this, that the message when it comes to credence is the belief that in knowing that this willow tree is going to bloom, like you don't question that, it's like innate, like it's going to bloom in the spring, the leaves are going to be green in the summer, they're bright yellow right now. In the fall, they're yellow, and then they fall in the fall, and then winter, the tree is stark again, and it starts over with the blooming. So it's the land is telling us to believe in yourself and believe in the power of nature, and the power of the other worlds, the power of the astral planes and the heavenly planes. So that believe in that as much as you believe that this tree is going to bloom in the springtime. Like it's the message that caught me off guard for yesterday was the surrender one. So it's like surrender yourself to that belief. So the credence of that, that's interesting. So like it's more than just maybe that's true, maybe that's not. But find into your heart, look into your heart, and try to pinpoint exactly what those beliefs are, and stand by them. I don't waffle on my beliefs at all, and it's okay to be questionable, but the more that you will materialize, manifest things, and miracles will happen. If you want that to happen more, then you have the credence that will happen, will make it happen. You have to have the belief in it. You have to have the credence in it. Okay, so the word on this card is blooming. So Spirit Gate showed me humankind on Earth and how we're blooming to that, like, this space of faith. It's different than credence. Like, faith is like, I have faith that those leaves will bloom. I have credence. I have belief those leaves that tree will bloom. So it's more than faith. Like, so they're showing me this blooming is, our blooming is blooming. But I totally have credence that is happening, that what they're showing me in the earth of like they're showing me like humankind blossoming to like their true potential. And like I believe in that. So I believe, my belief gives me ease of mind. So the credence that life is good and will be good will make it good. All right, credence. And the credence of the heavenly planes, that we have guidance and that we're hearing our angels, and that is them. And you'll know it when you know it, because you know it here. So credence. I love that. So it's funny when the guides do that to me, and they give me something that I haven't thought about before, and a word that I wouldn't relate to anything but CCR. I mean, who uses credence in their everyday language? All right. Well, thank you. Have a wonderful time. We'll talk to you next time and see what the guides have to say then. Take care.